Have you ever heard the saying, if you want to know how a man takes care of himself, just look at his shoes and it'll tell you everything you need to know about them? That saying or quote has a lot of gray area within it. For one, you should never, ever judge someone from the perception of their appearance, what you see on the outside. And two, sometimes the cleanest shoes have the dirtiest feet inside of them. Just like with candles when I say, if you like it, burn it, the same goes for any fashion you're interested in. If you like it, put it on, and with confidence, of course. Lately, I've been getting a lot of requests for more fashion content or what brands I like to wear, so I figured a good current shoe rotation on what I'm currently wearing for the spring-summer season would be a perfect video. For me personally, a good outfit starts with the shoes and then I mold the rest of my outfit around it depending on how I feel. I think I have a good current selection that covers a wide range of what I personally need in my day-to-day. So maybe you'll find some interest or some inspiration from one of these brands as well. Hey, what's up? I'm Rakima. Welcome to Detailed Dream, where the primary focus is to expose you to the expansive world of luxury goods for yourself and your home. I'm gonna forewarn you now, this is not the most exciting lineup. These are tailored to what I find interesting that fits well within my personal style, as it should be. I'm not into anything flashy with logos. I have quite a few special sneakers, but I never wear them. I should really consider reselling some of them. Anyways, my overall preference is a well-made slim silhouette shoe made with great quality and comfort. Just like my candles, I'm even more picky about the shoes that I buy and wear. The first two questions I ask myself before making a buying decision is, what can I wear these with, and will I wear them more than once? This cuts down on personal overconsuming and cuts out completely having things in my closet that has no business being there. I'm known to be extremely frugal with certain things, so when I finally decide to buy something for myself, it's because I found a good use for it, in this case, shoes. The first pair is actually my most recent pickup. They're penny loafers, or penny lows, as I like to call them. These are called the Weejuns from GH Bass, and this is my first ever purchase from them as well. I've been wanting a pair of penny loafers for such a long time, a few years at this point. I just never made the decision to get a pair, until now. I was looking for a great summer shoe to add to the collection and figured now would be a perfect time to finally pick up a pair of penny loafers. I haven't worn them yet since I just got them in last week, but I do plan on putting them through quite a bit as I will be reaching for them most days of the week going forward. The thing that attracts me most to the penny loafer is just how classic and elegant the silhouette is. The Weejuns is a simple yet handsome shoe that's an easy wear for a slimmer foot. In my opinion, the penny low can go with almost anything you put on depending on the style, and that goes for different occasions as well. The slim silhouette looks incredible with trousers, of course. They provide that nice elegant touch without overdoing it. You can also dress down with penny loafers by wearing denim or chinos. They add a nice touch of character with nice tailored garments. I even plan on wearing them with a nice pair of cargo pants as well. I think they look incredible paired with the loose silhouette cargos tend to have. It doesn't take too much confidence to wear penny loafers. I think the confidence comes in with just wearing them with whatever you want. Style is born from confidence in what you wear, and I plan on wearing them with everything I have. Before making the decision on the GH Bass loafers, I was thinking about going for the vintage Adrian loafers from Doc Martens. As much as I like the Adrians, I had to remember Doc Martens are notorious for being extremely hard shoes to break in, so I don't think I need anything like that just yet. And the slimmer silhouette of the Weejun spoke to me a little bit more. The leather construction of the Weejuns are great from first impressions. They look exactly how I pictured they would look on my foot. The uppers are in black leather with a slim stitched leather sole. With regular maintenance, I expect these to last for a very long time. I'm curious to see how these overall loafers will hold up over time. The insoles are very comfortable from the little time I had them on. They fit true to size as the brand suggests, which is very important. A half size up or down will definitely cause some discomfort. I do have to break these in a tad bit though. I forgot the name of the bone that protrudes from the ankle, but that area makes perfect contact with the side of the loafer, and it causes quite a bit of pain when I'm just casually walking. I'm not too sure if that's a normal occurrence for anyone else with new loafers. I may have to suffer through it for now, or I may have to wear socks for a little while, which I wasn't planning on doing. Hopefully they just need breaking in rather than my foot not being made for them. If you have the Weejun loafers, let me know if this was an experience for you as well. But they look exactly how I imagined. An elegant slim loafer that I can wear daily. Well, hopefully. My all-time favorite style of shoe is actually the Chelsea boot. It doesn't matter what time of year it is. I will 100% always have a pair in my rotation. At this moment, I currently have the Denali Chelsea boot from Allen Edmonds in rotation. The Chelsea boot is just everything I need within a shoe. It's not a shoe or boot that everyone likes. It definitely has its own demographic of people. But when a Chelsea boot is styled right, oh, that's when the magic happens. It's the type of shoe I find comfort in mentally, if that makes any sense. When I need that extra boost or confidence to my look, I will more than likely have a Chelsea on. There's something regal about wearing this style of shoe that I'm attracted to. I would say it takes more thought to put an outfit together for the shoe style, which I think most people have issues with. There are many different Chelsea styles for different garments and occasions. Knowing how to style the Chelsea is the difficult part in my opinion. It's not for everyone, but it is for me. For example, I would not wear the Denali boot with a more formal wear. It just wouldn't work too well in my opinion. I exclusively wear this style of Chelsea with chinos, denim, and cargos. I would reserve something like the exquisite Chelsea boot from John Lobb for more formal attire, and at the same time would not look too good with denim or cargos. So the Chelsea boot has a wide range of different styles, you just have to know what's appropriate for what you want to wear. I prefer a slim silhouette Chelsea that complements my foot. If they look too chunky on my feet, then I wouldn't feel comfortable or confident while wearing them. The first time I seen the Denali boot, I remember I was in Chicago when I went into the Allen Edmonds store, and as soon as I saw them, I knew I was going to have them one day, when it made sense. They looked so majestic sitting there looking back at me. And I don't usually go for light color leather, but these were my exception. They're in the beautiful cognac color with this almost crushed leather appearance, which gives it character. The leather is soft and buttery, as expected, but it keeps its form really well. I don't use boot trees. I find the regular shoe trees works perfectly fine for me. I prefer the leather around the ankle to crinkle over time to form personality as the shoe age. For example, I've had these Thursday boot Chelseas for over 3 years now, and I am loving how the ankle is crinkling. Anyways, the Denali is an extremely comfortable boot that I can wear for a long duration of time without getting tired, which is a plus. I don't wear them often, maybe twice a week at the moment, and they felt broken in after a month of having them, but during that break-in period, there was some pain at the vamp of the shoe, but nothing too major. After wearing them almost daily for the first month, the pain was gone. Any of my boots, I always go a half size down for a perfect fit. The only thing I do not like about the Denali boot is the soft crepe sole that doesn't last as long as other types of soles. It is biodegradable, sustainable, and provides a bit of comfort, which can be seen as a plus. But I'm going to admit, I kind of like to hear myself walk, especially when I have some good looking shoes on. The crepe sole isn't confident enough for me. It's too quiet.
Is there any way you're able to take those off your shoes?
Yeah, I can. It's just my mom bought me these really crappy shoes.
When it's time to get them resold in the next year or two, I'll probably go for a brown Dynite sole, which will last longer and look better as well. So far, so good with the Denali Chelseas. I like the offerings from Allen Edmonds. I know they just had a big sale recently that I wish I could have participated in, but I really didn't need anything at the moment. Other than the crepe sole on the Denalis, I'm 100% sure I get good use out of those boots. These next pair of boots I have had for over 6 years now, and are by far my most complimented shoes. The Captains from Thursday Boots have stood the test of time and has proven to be worth every single penny. I've worn them almost on a daily basis when I lived in New York, through the coldest days of winter, leaping over those slushy curbs. Also through the hottest days of summer, standing in packed, humid train cars. I called them my concrete stompers. Man, I love those boots so much. I put them through so much stress, and they're still going strong. I'm doing a lot more driving nowadays, so they aren't seeing too much stress anymore. Honestly amazed at how well they've held up. I have a lot of trust within those boots. I mean, I do brush them before and after every wear, and condition them once a month. And shoe trees are absolutely mandatory for my leather shoes. Maintenance has definitely helped with the longevity without a question. I'm getting my money's worth tenfold with these boots. They even sit by my front door 100% of the time now because I wear them so much. I got tired of taking them back to the closet knowing I may put them back on the next day. They could use a good thorough cleaning, and the leather is more of a deep dark brown rather than the rich brown they were when they were new. I switched out the shoestrings only once, but that's the only change with these boots. Of course they have some bruising and scarring from heavy New York abuse, and they also need to be resoled, but I'll get to that later when I find a cobbler. The uppers are holding up phenomenal. The shape isn't warped too much. A reconditioning with a resole could help, but I don't mind at the moment. I wear them almost with everything. Brown is extremely versatile. I think the brown color complements the Captains the best out of the many color options this boot has. They look great with casual trousers, but nothing too formal. I prefer the look of these when I'm wearing a nice pair of tailored chinos or denim. The character that formed on these boots over the years helps with the overall look of what I'm wearing. I also enjoy that I can hear myself walking with the Dynite soles. It may be an odd thing to want, but it gives me a bit of confidence in what I'm wearing. I couldn't be more happier with how those boots aged over the years. I also got them a half size down, as I've mentioned before, and they fit beautifully. Even more so now that the shoe has molded to my foot. They're my tried and true, and over 6 years later, I'm still getting compliments on them and getting asked where are they from. They serve a great purpose for what I need them for, and whether I get them resold or buy a new pair, I know I will always need a pair of brown Captain Thursdays in my collection somewhere. They treat me well. They treat me well. I think everyone needs at least one pair of shoes that they can just beat on without any worries. The pair of shoes that you can just throw on without giving it much thought. For me, that will always be the classic 70 Chuck Taylor. There's just something about a Chuck that has gone through some abuse that makes them look better than new. That bit of dirt, cuts, and discoloration makes them your own. If your Chucks are clean, do you even care about them? My main goal with them is to let whatever happen happen. They hold just as an important of a position as any other shoe I have. I can wear them any and everywhere, from the beach to dirt trails to the gym even. If I don't feel like wearing anything specific, I will more than likely have them on. Even though they're a bit dirty, they add a character and personality to what I'm wearing. I actually consider them to be quite clean for how I want them, so they still have some ways to go. I have a few limited edition Chucks, but the classic 70s are by far my favorite. It's such a simple silhouette that can be paired with almost anything depending on what you're going for. I honestly think they look really good with some simple trousers, even with the dirt on them. And of course you can't go wrong with other pants like chinos or denim. The number one thing I really dislike about Chucks is that some of their sneaker models fit true to size and others tend to run really large around the toe box. And with the Chuck 70, I always go half a size down no matter what, just so they can fit better. The comfort is another thing. It's non-existent. Standing for a long period of time is where the shoe falls apart for me. Walking for a long time doesn't cause too much discomfort, but forget about running altogether. It is not happening. I want my feet to make it to old age. I didn't get them for their comfort though. The Chuck 70 is just an all-around good shoe that you can just throw around without any worries. I do wear them on a daily basis, so I had to throw them in this conversation as well because it's a staple shoe for what I need them for. Every shoe I mentioned serves some sort of purpose that will help me in some way style the clothes that I'm wearing. It's the starting point for me. And I have to say, I'm very satisfied with the shoe rotation I currently have for the spring-summer season. It's what I like, nothing over the top, just clean silhouettes to help enhance my foot shape. Quick story before I get out of here. My girlfriend and I were walking downtown Chicago one night, and this guy walked past and said something I will never forget. I think he was a shoe shiner, I'm not sure, but he said, "You can't get no deals with scuffed up heels." Words I will never forget. Of course, this doesn't apply to beater shoes, but if you take care of your shoes, they will take care of you.